keep this winning streak going.
And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Here we are, Brent, looking at this game tonight. Both of these teams certainly get after it on the defensive end.
Well, I'm touching your suit here, Kevin, and it looks like you got shoulder pads in there. You're going to need that. This game's going to be a grinder. It's going to be physical. These guys are going to bump each other around, and they play hard-nosed defense. So I would expect this game to not rise up in terms of the scoring column, and we'll see who's tougher tonight.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. MP out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Paul in at point. And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. DA, take it away.
Thanks, guys. The spotlight in this one is on the two MVP candidates. So I asked MP about facing off against Giannis. And he told me with his physicality and motor, we know we can't guard him individually. We've got to defend him as a unit. It's going to take constant communication and solid rotations. He understands it's a demanding task. Guys, back to you.
Constant communication is going to be key. One of the toughest matchups in the league for sure, DA. Thank you.
MP stretching out the defense.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo, no good. Now, here's MP. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Brent, for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar. And these guys have been contenders ever since.
And the basket by Vassell.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Lillard dishes to Middleton. The Bucks working the ball around. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
That's just too easy. You got to get Lillard to put it down.
MP kicks to Paul. MP outside. Back to Paul. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Vassell grabs the board.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Lopez, a screen on Paul. Lillard from outside. A rebound by the Spurs. And this team has been on a very impressive 17-game winning streak. They are red hot right now.
I mean, it's been a lot of fun to watch these guys and how much they're enjoying this. Every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of a game like tonight's, and I'll tell you what, it's tough to keep up a streak. Gotta love the pressure.
Back to Lillard. Will it go? Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And that's been Lillard's forte ever since breaking into the league.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Right, he's checked in for Trent. And San Antonio also making a switch. Barnes, he's checked in for Johnson. Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable, all-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, a Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform in the great Pacific Northwest. But I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done. He wants to win at the highest level. And that's what he's looking to do.
Now, MP. 10 points for him. Pass to Paul. 4 on the shot clock. MP passes to Vassell. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. Look at Milwaukee. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And right now, the Spurs, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
Prince is checked in for Milwaukee. Then for the Spurs, Jeremy Sohan comes in for Victor Wembanyama. And Jones subbed in for Paul.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Bulls delivered a big performance. He scored an incredible number of points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention. Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Lillard. To stop the run. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
There's so many qualities of a lead guard that Damian Lillard possesses on the floor, in the locker room. He really, truly sets the standard.
MP kicks to Jones. Back to MP. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check.
And so it's San Antonio. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. MP out there with Wembanyama. And it's Jones in at the point.
More points for MP, and you just think about the possibilities of this young player moving forward. He is something.
Lets it go from 11, and he overshot that one, missing.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And Jones has it in the corner. Lillard against MP. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Bucks trail by 21, and it's time for an injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Keldon Johnson's doing. David.
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for the Spurs gave us some info, and unfortunately it sounds pretty serious. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing. Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Antetokounmpo, no good. San Antonio leading by 23. Here's Vassell. Buries it from three-point range. Vassell's got 11. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times that coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Trent's checked in for right. Spurs also with the sub. Paul's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, really a game that they should not have lost, but sometimes even when you play your best, it might not be good enough.
You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all five guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
The Bucks making a switch here. Prince is checked in. Here's Trent, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Vassell finds Wembanyama. MP passes to Paul. Lets it fly. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for MP.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Back to MP. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. MP's got 13 points in just this quarter.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
And he gets it back. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 20-6 run.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
Lillard against Paul. Lillard attacking. Trent with the wide open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight. San Antonio's gone off with a 3-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. MP with it. He has 30. Basket counts. MP's got 32 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
Vassell finds MP. Inside. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by MP. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And so it's MP making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
One guy stands out so far tonight, and you know who it is. MP is calling for the ball every trip up the floor.
And let's switch it up. That'll do it for our show.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Yeah, he knows his role. He's out there to distribute the ball, get his teammates involved. Nice job.
The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The shot's good from Paul.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by MP. To the inside, Wembanyama softly drops in the floater. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. How about the touch there?
Shot's good by Middleton.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
MP passes to Wembanyama. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got 4 points this quarter.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Antetokounmpo. That shot off. Good defense by MP.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Trying to get open is Trent. And the rejection by MP.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And good that time.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. 3-pointer, Lillard traps in the train. Lillard's got 11 points.
And not just a volume shooter. Lillard, very accurate.
Johnson finds MP. A beautiful reverse layup.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Middleton can't get it to go. Spurs have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. Paul with the bucket.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Wembanyama, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And they get it. Count it. He's got 16.
And Giannis continuing to look for the mid-range, showing his confidence.
Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
The Bucks shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Vassell, the pass to MP. A three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 45 points.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Back to Lillard. From the top of the key. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Vassell, the pass to MP. Another one falls for San Antonio.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man fearless inside.
The Spurs have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Spurs also with the sub. Branham's checked in. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. MP, that's for 2. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to MP. The shot and game clock separated by 4 from deep. And again.
And it's another 50-point night for him. He's had a bunch of them in his career.
And on the NBA all-time list of 50-point games, he's almost in the top 5.
In the top 5. How about Wilt, MJ, Kobe, Hart?
And so it's San Antonio, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter, they've got Chris Paul. Wembanyama's out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's MP. And it's Branham in at the shooting guard position. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. But I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Here's Lillard. Pulls it up. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Ball against Lillard. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. San Antonio with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. MP, good. MP's got 57 points.
Solid execution by MP. It goes a long way when you master the pick and roll, especially early in your career.
Trent outside, drives to the hoop. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Stolen by Prince. Now the Bucks moving it up. Lillard with no one around. Rebounded by the Spurs. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. MP, no good. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Trent outside. There's the three. And again, the Bucks miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Portis, and Middleton subbed in for Taurean Prince. MP and Chris Middleton pulls it down. Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line in a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Here's Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Trent outside for 3. Middleton. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 13 with that last one. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Wembanyama's got 13 points in the second half. Trent outside. There's a screen. Pass to Giannis. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Yes, and with this.
And good! There's another.
He has tied the mark for second most 60-point games in a season.
What a year he's having. Game after game after game, being able to score so effortlessly. Truly remarkable.
Beautiful touch. And Giannis, with his height and the quickness, he can get the mid-range shot pretty much anytime he wants.
MP with a screen on Lillard. MP, that's for 2. Again, the Spurs, good for 2.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And a nice play by Antetokounmpo as he scores.
Defensively, you got to try and build the wall against Giannis and cover the paint. Too much to handle inside.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's the bucket from MP.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Puts up a deep 3. Offline. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is.
Call the electrician because MP just shot the lights out.